Hey everyone, today is our second day of workouts. We're going to be doing all chair exercises. So don't take this lightly and think, oh, that seems like really, I hate to use the word geriatric, but a chair is a really good tool to use when you're working out. So the first one's just going to be sit and stand. Then we're going to stand behind the chair, do a combination of a side leg raise with a kickback. An ab exercise. We're actually doing 2 ab things today. So you're going to clap underneath your legs, plank on the chair, and then tricep dips. So if tricep dips are a little too hard, you can always modify that as well. So the first one, we're just going to do these each we'll do 45 seconds today. The triceps might be harder, so if those you poop out quicker, it's okay. So we're literally just going to sit and stand from a chair. So I'm going to put this sideways so you can really see how I'm at the edge with my butt here. So for 45 seconds, we're just going to sit and stand from a chair. Again, you always want to make sure you squeeze at the top. Land softly. You don't want to just slam and plop down because that's a lot of impact on your spine. And even though you may not physically feel it, it's not good. For some reason you have bad knees and the chair height is too low for you, you can always get like a mat or a blanket or pillows. Well, not pillows, but something that makes it so you don't have to go as far down. We got a couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. What you don't want to do is a lot of rocking in that case. I didn't catch myself if I did it, but you do not want to do this and get momentum. Like you want to sit and get right back up. Sit, right back up. Number 2 is combination of a side leg raise kickback. So when you do this, you really want to make sure that your toe is pointing forward. You don't want your toe to angle away from you. So if I go this way, I'm trying to stand as tall as I can be. I'm going to go out to the side, come back, and then go backwards. So you're literally just going side as high as you can, back, and you should feel your butt squeeze. So out to the side, come back, and behind you. This is a lot harder than some people realize. And you're also trying to not move, you don't want to move your upper body. It's just from your waist down. The leg you're standing on might actually start to get tired too, just from supporting you. So 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to face you. Alright, so we're going out to the side first, and go. So toe should be forward, remember. And then you're leading with your heel back. After this, we're going to sit down on the chair, more towards the edge. We're going to do a simple little ab exercise. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. So this one, again, I'll do this sideways so you can see how my body is. But you're literally just going to kind of put your booty cheeks on the edge. You're going to keep your core nice and tight. Lean back a little bit. Heels are going to go on the ground. And you're literally just going to raise up and tap underneath. And you can go. Now, if this is hard for you, you might want to like drive your knees up toward your chest more. versus bringing your toe up. Because your hip flexors, if you're not used to doing stuff like this, they're gonna be on fire. You may feel like you're almost getting a cramp there. But never forget to keep engaging your core. And this should not hurt your low back at all. If it does, then you want to stop and rest. All right. I believe we got a plank on the chair. So in this case, you can technically do a plank on your hands or on your forearms. It's going to kind of be what you're most comfortable with. So I'm going to go down to my forearms because that's harder for me. So again, if this is not something you're used to doing and you can only do a couple seconds, then you can like try to rest, reset yourself, and try to go a little bit longer. So again, you really want to make sure you are squeezing, like pulling your abs tight before you do it, because you can actually use other muscles to compensate and not really use your abs much at all. So I like to feel like I'm keeping my core tight before I even get into my position. So I'm tight on my elbows and up. So your elbows should be right below your shoulders. If you go further away, it technically makes it a lot harder. And you want to try to keep your butt down. If you start to shake, that's a good thing. So we're about halfway right now. Three, two, one, and rest. All right. So if that starts to hurt your lower back, then you either have to kind of move your pelvis in a certain way and kind of figure out what's comfortable for you, or just stop and then reset yourself. And then the last thing we have are just tricep dips on the chair. So when you do these, you really want your elbows to go backwards. You don't want them to flare out. So I'll show you both directions first. So it's basically like my back is going straight down alongside the chair. And you can see that my elbows are going back toward behind me. I'm not flaring out this way. If I flare out this way, I'm going to put a lot of pressure on my shoulder. So these ones might be good for 30 seconds because they're really hard to do. All right. And you may go. So right now I have my weight on my heels. You can put your feet flat on the floor. And you kind of just go down to where you're comfortable. If you're really tight in your shoulders, you may not be able to go as far down, but you want to push yourself as high as you can straight up. So this you should all feel in the back of your arms. Now if this is too hard on your wrists or your shoulders or anything else, that was about 40 seconds. If you have any sort of, a soup can might not be heavy enough, but if you have something that has some weight to it, to modify doing a tricep, you can hold it above your head, bring it down behind you, and then bring it right back up. So those are the 5 exercises today. Chair is a really helpful tool when you're working out. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, happy Saturday.